Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. On the visiting sideline, look at the head coach of the Vikings. These guys just about set to go in this one. Opposing them, that is Ben Johnson, head coach of the Bears. These guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And we're off on EA Sports. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down. Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Completed over the middle. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. Williams with the sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of 2.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down. Here's Swift. Blast through midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. A change needed in the backfield after Jones's injury. And on to fill in for him as the head of the ground game, at least for the moment, is Jordan Mason. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. Gonna keep this one and go. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Vikings.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Jones. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Short side option here. He's running left. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing the out route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
It's Jones on the toss. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
McCarthy throwing here. Running a screen now for Jones. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And it'll bounce out of bounds, and he could not have hit this much better. That's going to pin him at their own 5-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one, having him in just a few months. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
The Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now again to Johnson, coming right. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First scare of the year winds up losing yards.
You know how we hear about teams that quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
A gain of 24 yards.
First and 10 from the 41.
Good for a Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. A draw now. This is Swift. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
12 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Short throws dropped. This one's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Brings up third down and 13.
Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Jones trying the left side. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Back deep is Duvernay. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Chicago getting set to take the field down. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. On play action, Williams. Throw left side, he's hauled in by Loveland. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's 2nd and 11. Gets his target, that's DJ Moore. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got Moore once again. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun and give to Swift. Takes out a one-stop. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Staying grounded with Swift. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming. Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Stays in the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Santos' kick is good. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Jukes one defender. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and run. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
An 8-yard pickup.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the one back on the handoff. Into the red zone. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
38 yards on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
TJ Edwards on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Now it's McCarthy. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Third and goal for McCarthy. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out from the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Reichert connects there, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points, not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's Swift to start the drive. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
They run the counter with Swift. They stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Williams from the gun. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. It's the Vikings taking over on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this is taken ahead to the 37. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6 now.
The 37-yard line.
Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
T.J. Hawkinson. A gain of 31 yards. And the Vikings first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position of hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second down.
From the 29. Nowhere to go with it, so Higgins slows it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
It's third down.
Now McCarthy.
Yards to go.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He spins right by him. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And 35 seconds isn't a ton, but it is enough to muster up a little something. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Williams to throw on first. Finds him over the middle. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's out to the 37.
A gain of 7 brings up second down.
One final shot before the half.
37-yard line.
Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Returning it from the 4. Juke the defender. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
They get to Jones, right side. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 37. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. Third down at the 29.
Brings up third and inches.
He keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Running right, this is Jones. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get out to the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Jefferson brings it in on a slant. Now this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. A gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
And it's third down.
He tries to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Vikings.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Reichert connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a third now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running him out for some PATs.
Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Williams with third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. He's up close to the 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to run again with Swift. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That's more of the catch out left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, here's Swift. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings now set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
McCarthy throwing here. Running a screen now for Jones. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Third and a lone yard coming up. It's Jones on the toss. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's McCarthy. Searches for pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sack once again taking me to my backyard. Playing ball with the neighbors. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That ball better come out. And when you're getting sacked as often as he is, you would think his timing would be a little better.
Hockenson reels it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That Runs complete over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A gain of 3 brings up
Second down carry for Jones. Escapes a defender. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
an 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Staying on the ground here with Jones. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Back at the 36.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going on third, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a fourth quarter lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
The Vikings will line up.
They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Here's Riker, set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was brought down by
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line for second down. Williams to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 4 brings up second down.
It's Johnson on second down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Bears first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
try to run it with Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
By Eric Wilson. A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's another 40. Well, this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Get to these goal-to-goal situations. You know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
Third and goal. It's Williams. He's got it. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down.
Desperation time here. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The Vikings taking the field on offense. And that last impressive touchdown drive, now they'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. There's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Punt taken at midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears trailing by 5. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. The pitch is out to Johnson. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
Running with Swift out of the gun. The stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Staying grounded with Swift. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now. The back's got it. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. The Bears decide to call their first timeout.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
He'll look to throw it. Getting, and he will score. Give him the lead in the final minute. score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
They wanted that three-point cushion. We all knew what they were doing, be able to maybe breathe a little bit easier. But now, got to keep them outside of field goal range, partner, because a kick would win this.
And that starts with a booming kickoff. Give them as long a field as possible before they can get that makeable field goal. From there, your defense, well, it's just got to rise to the occasion here in the last couple snaps of this game.
And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. Bears pick it up. Headed the other way. A lot of grass ahead. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love you, Joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears grow their lead to 8.
Bears 23, Vikings 15.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he's taken down. They got to him on his way to 6. No time left on the clock, partner. That defensive effort right there is going to win them this game. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before the goal line. It doesn't get any closer than that. Defenders coming over to celebrate as they should. That game-winning play. And this contest, whew, is going to be one we remember for a long time to come. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.